Welcome, guys. How are we? We're just about to get started here. Strap yourselves in for some hilarity around Le Mans. Shout out to the boys in the chat as always. Rep your favorite driver. There's a fair few of the big names out tonight. Oh, and by the way, it is nighttime out here, so it is not going to be bright. It's just going to be headlights. A lot of headlights. Welcome, everybody. It is the iRacing LeMans here at the Circuit de la Sarthe. It is in the middle of the night. It is night racing. I think for the first time ever on this channel. It's going to be absolutely wicked to see how these cars handle themselves. Just headlights. That is what you'll see. Oh, and a little bit of the scenery around the start-finish ring. You know, the windmill. The windmill? The Ferris wheel. Of course, as always, I have Craig King here with me. As always, Craig, how are we?
Good evening, Rob. I am doing well, thank you. I've been waiting for this. All week. Just itching to get at this because nothing says the Le Mans series like, the circuit de la Sarve, Le Mans, where it gets its name from. And I've been looking at races earlier this week at this track. And let's give some information. The track temperature is 22 Celsius, 72 Fahrenheit. A strength of field for the LMP1s, 3.7K, 5.3 for the LMP2s, 4.3 for the GTEs. Yesterday at this time, the track temperature was 20 Celsius. Peter Zuber, who's currently pole with a 3:11.656, set the third fastest lap ever on iRacing and LMP1 around here. That was a 3:11, and I can't remember the specifics. Bill Baldwin then sets the first and second fastest laps respectively with 3:11s, and we were all thinking to ourselves when we saw that, hey, will we get some 3:10s? Because Peter and Phil both did 3:09 in quali, but those 2 Celsius and just a track state really making a difference. So we're not seeing those fast times, but geez, we are seeing some fast times anyway. I mean, outside Peter Zuber, who's 3/10 faster than P2, James Armstrong with a 3:12, Sam Black with a 3:12.729. It's just amazing.
Quickly, what's our strength of field?
Like I said again, the LMP1 field, 3.7K. The LMP2 field, 5.3K. And the GTE, 4.3K. So, all the threes almost, basically.
Oh, the 333. It's not the 666, so it's not the devil's magic. It's the
Don't make me start singing Iron Maiden.
Then we just get copyright striked. We can't have that. But glad you guys are with us. I'm just seeing a few cars going around. It is essentially absent of, well, just look at it. All you can see is the headlights of that LMP1. We're just on board with Sam Blackwood.
Rob, where are you? Where are you?
I need a torch. I can't see.
Yeah, hang on. I got my torch. Do you see me? Do you see me doing the flashing? You doing the flash? Yeah. Okay.
No,
I see you.
I know. I can't.
I see you over there.
I can't.
Oh, okay.
Craig, you're supposed to click it. You know, in Morse code. Click it. Click it.
Oh, right. How's that? Yeah. All I know is SOS. So I might get. Well, the French Air Force will be flying over shortly with a tricolour, so they'll see my SOS signal.
We won't see it. Oh dear.
So a lot of drivers only doing one lap around here, just because of the fact that when you make a mistake, you basically just want to stop and just go from the start again. So only one lap for some of these drivers. So I mean, we've got a small LMP2 field today. I want to count 9 cars in the LMP2 field, a massive LMP1 field, a decent GTE, but for the GTEs, only 8 drivers have set a time, and everything is now set in stone. So take it away, because look at that time at pole.
A 3:10.838 for Lewis Woods in first position. In second, just behind him, is Peter Zuber with a 3:11.656. Ishmael Yakubu coming up behind with a 3:11.760. Oh, very close behind is Will Lyon with a 3:11.846. James Armstrong with a 3:12.010. And then we have the boys of Mills, Moraine, Sentons, Crossley, and then finally Salmon putting in, I don't think that was his best lap in the world, if I'm being fair, but he'll be able to pull something out of the bag and give us a good show. As he said, the pole position for LMP2 was Pradhun, with a 3:26.386. And then we go down the list. It is Newman, Aranha, and then into deck, Haas. Sven Haas, not having a good lap himself. With Kirka, Darling in 7th position, and finally Titus in 8th position. And I think that was all of them except for Chris McGrath that qualified. And then we get into the pole position. Barneveld in 1st position with a 3:44.218. Pikesy behind him. Then Nejelik in 3rd position. Montoro 4th. Steinbraten in 5th. Ferdal in 6th. Pipers in 7th place. In 8th is Ira. And in 9th, the last qualifier was Kallenbach. Craig, have we lost you? Is Earth to Craig?
Oh, I forgot my microphone was muted there. Sorry. We've got Christian Lemera, Michael Lamare, Justin Classens, Jonathan Poulet, Constantine Schlaff, and Fabriano Saturino. All non-qualifiers in the GTs. All the LMP1s did qualify. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Corvette Cup. We have 2 cars in the GTEs that are not Corvettes. Federal, who is in a Porsche, and I did see the Ferrari. I've lost the Ferrari. There you go. It is Justin Classens in the Ferrari, who I don't even think is actually here. So he's not even at grid at the moment. So don't tell me he's a non-starter. It's just going to be a Corvette Cup bar 1. Oh dear. But the LMP1s are approaching Porsche. It's a long start. We're looking maybe 19 laps, especially with the pace. This pace now is insane, and I don't think we'll be seeing the world record beaten, the 3:10. That is going to be hard to see beaten tonight. Sorry, I want to see a time in the 3:10s, I beg your pardon, but I don't think we're going to see it. If I'm brutally honest, I think we're going to see some 3:12s, mainly by everybody. Maybe a 3:11 by someone at the front of the field. Probably for the first couple laps in these LMP ones, if you know what I mean. I'm just also trying to find the world record just quickly as we're hitting the karting S's. Don't think I'm going to. Yeah, here it is. 3:12.326 is the. Oh no, sorry, it was practice. Race was 3:11.230. That's the world record around here right now in an LMP1 at Le Mans.
Oh,
and they're coming up. I can hear the tricolor.
I could see the tricolor. Well, a bit of it. I saw the blue. That's it. The French flag.
Oh, what we're going to see, though, we're going to see the red, though, because this is Raidillon TV, the only corner you need. Here's the LMP1s. Will they go single file in a gentleman's agreement? Wait and find out. Rob will take you through this in the darkness. Take it away.
I will take you into the night on Raidillon TV FM. This is going to be it. Lewis Woods will lead them off, and he gets a good start straight away, and he had the gentleman's agreement. Oh no, we've got a spin already at the start-finish line. That is Sam Blackwood having a spin of his own, and he's having to correct it almost immediately. We'll stick with seeing how Lewis Woods battles off the likes of Peter Zuba, Ishmael Yacobu, Will Lyon, James Armstrong, Josh Mills, Sylvia Moran, and Alyssa Canzon. Sorry, we've got an accident already. The LMP1s have
the LMP2, and there's been an accident in the LMP2s. Marcus Deck and Sven Haas came together at the start before they even crossed the line. Who's had the accident in the LMP1s? But there's also incidents in the GTEs as well. The XC's down the order. So who's crashed in the LMP1s?
We've got a crashed car of Erwin Woodstra. Oh no, he's not crashed. He just didn't take the start. Apologies. Oh my goodness gracious. Alessio Centones has massive damage to that car. Let's have a replay.
Oh, Daniel Crossley's got massive damage. What's happened here as well? Lost it coming down the hill at Dunlop. Went over the humps. Oh, in the S's. In the S's to Terre Rouge, he spins and just loses it. Massive damage to the wing there as well from basically the bumps. We've also got damage there, as he was saying. I think that was... I saw somebody else. Sven Haas is also down as well. Side by side at the moment is Titus and Darling.
Sorry, that was... Once again, that was Alessio Centones having an accident. He spun coming through Dunlop chicane, and then other drivers behind him had to essentially do essential damage control and trying to avoid him, and he's carrying a lot of damage going into the Dunlop curves, and he kicks the rear end again, and that car is done.
Meanwhile, Montoro started P4 in the GTEs. He's had a bit of an issue as well. He's now he's second from last. Poulet's just behind him at the back as well. I'm not seeing anything else at the moment. Barnabel taking a big lead. Crossley way behind everybody. What's happened to Nedic? He's in side by side with Piexi. This is for Prob, I think it's P5. Piexi, no, that's Kallenbach that had to slow down. Sorry, Piexi's pretty far ahead of him. Kallenbach had to slow down for a slowdown. Piexi must have had a slowdown. He's now in P4 for the GTE. In this early gaggle of Steinbraten, Federal, and himself, what can that solo Porsche do there at Federal? He's just holding on at the moment. We'll wait to see if there's any slipstream battles. Nothing at the moment. Meanwhile, Prudhomme is 3 seconds ahead in the LMP2s. Arana and Newman in a battle. Titus and Whitaker in a battle as well. And the LMP1s are just boosting. But Mills looks like he wants to make a... Well, he can't make a move now going into Porsche. But it's... Everything is going on at the moment.
And I mean, you could just let me give you and the viewer's perspective of what he's dealing with. This is the view to Josh Mills. There is literally that little purple light that kind of gives an idea of where bits are in the car. That's it. And this is his view in front. Headlights and the tail end of brake lights on the fins of the car in front of him. He is going to have a lot of bravery and a lot of trust in that racecraft to get through. He's in 6th position now. He started, I think, in 8th position, if memory serves. And he's gained 2 positions so far. He's 2 seconds ahead of Civilian Moraine, one of 2 Porsche 919s that started this race. Erwin Rutstra is not actually making his way. He's still in the pits. No, he's actually made his way out. That's fine. He survived. I don't know what happened to him.
Yeah, he posted actually. He forgot to he forgot to update iRacing, so he had to use phone internet to update the game and get somebody else to sign in for him. I shouldn't be saying that. I should probably not be saying that, but he got some help. Someone signed in for him. Managed to get him up, so I think he was still waiting for that game to load, so he's had no practice whatsoever. Will be interesting to see. Barnabel still has to lead in the GTEs, but Steinbraten and Ferrero and Piexi are your second.
So we have an incident with Axel Ira, car number 34. We had missed this, by the way. He had an incident at the start of the race, and he had a bent wing. Car number 34 having a bent rear wing. What caused... Ooh, and he's getting hounded by the car number 31. The car number 31 being Ricardo Duarte. Oh, and he just loses the back end coming out of the Dunlop curves.
Yeah, the S is to Terre Rouge. That's the S is to Terre Rouge. He's lost it there, so we are 2 because Whitaker's out. Whitaker's in the pit. Now, what happened there? He's in the pits and he's now back out. Did we miss something? Did he forget fuel? A very weird move there because Jacob
could have forgotten fuel. He could have forgotten fuel. The pit stop window was 39 seconds, according to the top stopwatch, and that is Ishmael Yakubu cutting through GTE traffic.
No,
it is not. It is another high-vis jacket.
It's an RLR, a Brucey Esports.
It is a high-vis jacket. I will stand my ground on this one.
Well, mind you, Levine has taken over Moraine. Mills just taking over Armstrong here. They're going down, and he's done it just before Indianapolis. Good little move there around the outside, just on the entry to Indianapolis. He's now got in front of him. He has the Iron Brew Will Lyon, who is hounding Yakubu at the moment. Just losing a bit of time. It's a boost battle right now. It's a boost strategy, and ever since the changes to the LMP1s with the with almost, as they were calling it, grip hacks. The tires are so good now that they are not braking to use enough energy. Both cars in the LMP1 category will be using 100% of their battery around the months. Many people know the old format. Doesn't happen now. They cannot recharge enough battery to do that. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens.
Do they use all of it, or do they use not all of it? Do they use most of not all of it?
Can't use all of it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they use as much as they can.
they use as much as they can, but they don't also overboost because they could lose a little bit of buffer that they could have over the lap. Still looking at the car of 29, Josh Mills chasing down Will Lyon ahead of him, who himself is chasing down Ishmael Yakubu, 0.6 of a second ahead of him. There it is, the high-vis jacket. You can tell it's lighting up in the middle of the night. The lights bouncing off it like the reflective strips on a high-vis jacket. Jake's gonna word me a very serious letter, or he's gonna write me a very serious letter. Peter Zuba, of course, still chasing down Lewis Woods. A little bit of a gaggle forming. It's a 101, a boosty boy versus a boosty boy.
Oh, is Lyon going to make the move here? Just see, it's like, no. He had a chance to go for extend. If that was a GTE, he probably would have gone for the overtake there on Yakubu. Really got to the back of Yakubu here. I'm curious to see what he does now. Loses half a second, though, through the first chicane. So he had a chance to catch up to Yakubu. Maybe he's braking and saving up that battery, because look how much he's caught up to Yakubu now. That is boost. That is not slipstream. You do not make up half a second like that. And again, he gets so close, has to come back again. So let's just watch the braking again. See how much brake he uses. Uses a bit more brake. The tyre spinning up there. Loses 0.3 of a second, but he'll have more boost down here. And you'll see he's catching with 0.5 of a second down to 0.3. We'll come to 0.2 maybe. He still can't make a move here. I don't think he can make a move. He can get side by side. Is it going to be worth it? Let's see. He gets right up to the tail, lifts, brakes. Now watch the braking again, because this is crucial. This is the call. This is the straight, the Gulf straight, where a lot of LMP1 drivers will struggle. Half a second is the gap. Watch that Iron Brew car hit the boost right now. They're matching, and then all of a sudden, Will's got a lot more. Oh, he's got a lot more, definitely. He's up to 325 already. Yakubu's just only hit 320. He's going to make the move into Indianapolis. Ooh. Yakubu goes to the left. He knows he's got nothing to defend. Straight into the corner, entry to Indianapolis. Will Lyon takes third place, and that is a battle of boost and how to efficiently use the brakes and recover your energy. Yakubu will try and respond, but he doesn't have the boost.
He almost ran into the back of the rear right of Will Lyon, but Will Lyon having the slipstream to be able to afford to be able to boost as much as he can. And this is now a battle between a Scottish drink and a high-vis jacket. I can never really comprehend how that would work out, but coming through the Porsche curves, a little bit of a slide coming there from Ishmael Yakubu on the inside. Will Lyon using all of the wall, not touching Michelin wall now. He's using absolutely all of that track through Porsche curves. Coming on to Corvette. Do any of them go wide? No. Does any of them go wide? Oh dear. My English is not good today, Craig. I'm sorry. I'm just too excited.
Yakubu there has the dirty air, and everyone knows dirty air through Porsche curves. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. Let's go back to the GTE.
Will Lyon has a slowdown. He's yielded. He did have a slowdown. Sorry. I was wrong. He's lost the position.
That would have been a slowdown from the Ford. That would have been the slowdown from the Ford chicanes, I would have thought. But he has proven he has the boost. He's proven he has the speed, so we wait and see. Mills is just behind watching this all. He's matching Lyon when it comes to boosting. So both of these guys, faster than Yakubu. In fact, Mills, 3:14.1, Yakubu, 3:14.9, Lyon, 3:14.3. So Lyon and Mills have a chance to catch up to Yakubu. I was going to say, we've got to watch this battle in the GTEs right now. There's a gaggle. Steinbraten, Federer, Niederlich, and Lamera. Lamera's losing them now. The PXE is there as well. Lose lots as well. Gaggle of 4, near enough. Battling for second, third, fourth, and fifth. No moves happening at the moment, as everyone's blinking. Weird.
Yeah, it is on your end, my friend. You were lagging a little bit.
I know.
They do have a gaggle of 4, though. That is the RSR car in second place. Steinbraten in the car number 18 is being chased by Feridal. I keep trying to say Federal, or whatever that famous tennis player's name is. Doesn't matter. This is iRacing. That's the only thing that counts right now. And you can just hear the wail of that Porsche being surrounded by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
He's the only one. He's
15.
The only one. Klassen did not take the start. The only one else that is not a Corvette. Vetteros here in the Porsche, which, to be fair, has always proven itself to be a strong car around here. Surprisingly, many people wouldn't think that. It's shown to be a really strong car around here, and it is showing at the moment. Meanwhile, how's that battle between Mills and Yakubu going? Well, I mean, Lions and Yakubu, sorry, because Lions overtaking Yakubu. Now it's Mills trying to catch up to Yakubu. But look at this slipstream. Look at it. Yakubu's trying to slipstream on Lion. And in fact, he knows that Mills is there. He knows Mills is going to be aggressive. In fact, Mills is going to try and go around the outside to the inside of Indianapolis. Does he make the move stick? No! Too wide. A little bit of dust kicks up there on Yakubu. Mills wants to go for an Arge. That's a risky move. Decides against it. But if he's conserved his battery, he'll be able to do something. Yakubu has to hold on to this slipstream of Lion, and Lion's just gone, I'm gone. And he's trying to hold. He might be over boosting just to keep up with Lion right now. We don't know, but Mills, with those sends, might have also wasted a chance to conserve battery with that breaking into Indianapolis.
You could just see how much he's pushing that car. He was almost going wide. Coming through the end of the curves onto Corvette was Yakubu. I thought he was actually going to lose and go wide coming through the second to last S. But he didn't. He managed to keep hold of it just about. And it's now a gaggle of 5. It was a gaggle of 4 LMP1s. It's now a gaggle of 5. Every single one of them Audis. So it is a test of bare metal. And we get to an LMP2.
Sven Haas, who had an accident early at the start of the race, got taken out before the race started. Before we even got to the checkered flag, to the green flag.
The checkered flag.
The checkered flag. Yeah, no, there's still 46 minutes until we see the checkered flag, and Peter Zuber knows that as well because he's just put in a 13.739 compared to Woods 7.81. He is catching him. He is catching, and Mills has had a slowdown. He has lost this tail of Lion and Yakubu. He's on the defense against Armstrong right now, but this with Zuber, I don't think he's able to match the boosting. The Impulse Racing car there is Peter Zuber trying to catch on to Lewis Woods. I think Zuber's got the cornering down. I think the technical sections of the track, which are the Porsche curves, the Corvette curves and all that, and Dunlop, I think he's got it down, but when it comes to the straight line speed, it all comes down to boost strategy, and I think that's where Lewis is beating him at the moment. We'll wait and see because Zuber is now catching a bit more boost, using a bit more slipstream, going down. He won't catch him here. He'll have to wait a few laps if he wants to do it, but he is in catching and closing the distance of that lead that Lewis Woods has.
Well, I mean, he also might be also trying to conserve battery and also conserve fuel, because at nighttime racing like this, it's essential that you get every advantage you can. If you're not getting temperature in the tires, I mean, well, they're definitely getting some temperature in the tires, but you'll be able to go just a little bit longer on the fuel. Just turning in, I keep thinking that they're actually just gonna shoot off into the distance at the end of Mulsanne, into the Mulsanne chicane, but they always just catch it, and you can just see Lewis is just going. But I feel like Zuba's, he's got that experience, so he's not too worried. Not too worried.
Well, you've got to remember, the Gulf Straight is a weird straight for these Audis, because if you follow the cookie cutter boot strategy in these Audis, sometimes you will not hit that optimum number that you need down the Gulf Straight, and that could be a case for Zuber. He's not had enough boost, and it happens to a lot of people. 77% I think is the number you aim for as cookie cutter. You might only get 72, make it up here, and I think that's what Zuber's doing right now. He has made it up here. He won't get close enough to make a move, but a little bit of time he's lost at the Gulf Straight, he's made up there at Busan. So he has made up, and then a bit of dirty air, that's going to affect him. Like, same with Yakubu, he's going to be affected by dirty air trying to chase on to Lion. He is holding on to Lion pretty well. Is there any battles, you ask, in the LMP2 field?
Yeah, there is.
Onto there. There is. Darling and Titus is in a battle for 4th and 5th.
The first time we see the new LMP2s here at the good old Circuit de la South. It is the 15 versus the number 6. And you can just see breaking quite near the same place that the LMP1s actually break, to be fair. Oh, that's a mischief from Paul Darling. I heard the gearbox going up too. He only needed to go up one. Just a bit of a, what would you call it? A misfire? Is that what they call it?
I think it would, but has it affected him by much? Let's just see, because Titus is gaining, and I think a lot of that is slipstream. Will he go to the side here for Indianapolis? Will he try and make the move? Decides against it. You look at it. He lifted a little bit and then went to the brakes. Kept his normal braking line by just lifting. A good little move there by Titus. A little bit of a sketchy entry into Indianapolis, but he's kept on to Darling. And that's what he that's all he needs to do at the moment. And at the same time, Darling is trying to catch on to... I thought that was a geodesic car. Is that a geodesic car there? I think it is a geodesic car.
It is a geodesic car.
Of Arana.
Typical geodesic drivers being fast.
I haven't seen the back of a geodesic LMP2, so it threw me off a little bit there. So that is worth looking. How about this battle for the GTEs, by the way? Neodic has got past Federal right now. So Federal in the only car that isn't a Corvette is now down to P4. PXC and Lamera is behind him. It'll be interesting to see what they do. As Neodic really, he has to now pull away. He's got Steinbraten at 1.2 seconds ahead of him. And this is the issue when you make a move down the Mulsanne straights, down Mulsanne itself. You basically have to make sure the only way you gain time is through the chicanes, because that's the only way you're going to pull away from somebody, is just basically on your ability to take a chicane. And Neodic is struggling at the moment because Federal is catching him. And this is a great testament.
Did you say Federal? It's Ferdal. You made you made the same mistake. You made the exact same mistake I made. Also, SMH.
Oh, wow.
SMH. Zuba not being first. SMH.
Well, really, because he's 0.4. And I got to say, the LMP1s have been going through the GTE traffic, and Lewis Wolves is held up there by two GTEs as he comes through Indianapolis. He's going to Arnage. He split the two. So that's a bit of bookmarking, a great place for bookmarking, because Lewis, that means Zuba, has to go and hold up slowly behind Pipers. And now Woods is gone. The gap was about 0.4 of a second, 0.7 now. Zuba's got a boost and boost, so good little bit of bookmarking there for Woods. Bit lucky. He chose it a bit aggressive there. When it go on the outside of both GTEs, was forced to go outside, inside, but made it stick. And Yakubu has the position back from Lion. I'm thinking, yeah, Lion had a slowdown at the start of the last lap, so Yakubu back to P3, Lion in P4. And I think then at the same time, is that Mills having to... No, Mills has actually got away from Armstrong. Just with his... Well, Josh Mills. We know Josh Mills
Zuba,
Zuba
catching up right to the rear end of Lewis Woods. Lewis Woods having to sit right behind 3-4. A group of 4. Oh, that's speeding Zuba.
They're not going to go free. Don't go free. No. Oh! First Zuba was playing the pick on Woods, but then Neodic goes to his normal line, and Zuba get picked himself. But a bad exit there for Woods coming through the Dunlop chicane means that Zuba's back in it. That was a crazy little section there. Keeps in it right now, and now he's right onto the back there is Zuba. Onto Woods. Gonna get by Steinbraten. Can they both get through before they get to Turtle Rouge? They do. The inside line over Zuba. He's a little bit compromised on his exit. Gonna have to use a bit more boost. We'll just see what they go down to. He's already...
No! Car number 9, he's gone. He's made a mistake coming through Dunlop curves on the exit. Let's see what happened to him.
Who is he collected?
Who has he
he's collected? PXC. PXC's collected. And I think there's another car collected.
Oh, that was Ishmael Yakubu. No, Ishmael.
You are kidding. Oh, yeah, Yakubu with a little bit of a touch. Just constant there, PXC. Front-ended him. Beradal got flipped. He is towed. PXC is still running, by the way. Somehow in P6, in P5 now, I think, actually. No, yeah, P5 still, as the only Lamera got by him, but that was a crazy situation there. Zuba still trying to catch on to Woods. The lead two have got by the GTEs. Yakubu's lost P3 to Lion. And I think that's all that's happened at the moment in terms of that. Although, hello, are we missing a GT? Are we missing an LMP1? Has a rock? Down the order, it looks like.
Senton's retired. Daniel Crossley had to pit for fuel, and Erwin Woodstrid started the race in the pits. So that is Ishmael Yakubu and Josh Mills fighting side by side. Oh, the damage I think that Ishmael is carrying right now, it's actually, it's making it a no contest for Josh Mills, who climbs up into 4th position. And he makes his charge towards the rear end of Will Lyon. 3 seconds of the road. You can just see in the bottom.
Oh, and the lead battle. Zuba trying to go around the outside of Porsche on Lewis Woods. Sorry to interrupt. They're 2x2 going into the entry of Porsche. Woods goes a little bit wide, but holds on to it. None of them hit the wall. They're now battling. I just looked at the gap. They were so close, side by side, going into the entry of Porsche, coming around the Carding Esserton Corvette there, and vice versa. Still, the gap is very close. I just caught this in the eye there. I don't think Zuba's going to be able to take this lead. Woods has to get the perfect. A slowdown, and he gives up the lead. He's got it perfect so far. What about the final part of the Porsche Canes? Gets that perfect. Zuba has to keep responding. Don't think he is. And I think Yakubu's coming into... No, Yakubu's now down to 5th after the incident.
And we got a battle in a it is a 3-way duel. It is a 3-way duel with Antonin Titus in the middle, the car number 6 versus the car number 7 versus the car number 15. The car number 6 yielding 3rd position to the car number 15. Paul Darling making the move some time ago, but now Antonin Titus's days are getting from bad to worse as he's got a gaggle of... He's actually in the gaggle of 4. Marcus Deck is also joined in on the fun. He's in P6 right now, looking to see him making moves. And they come up through Gulf. Does anything happen? I don't think so at the moment. But
they're too far away, and Arana and Deck have now... They've lost it. Looks like Deck wants to make a move on Arana. He does, but at the front... Titus wanted to make a move on Darling, could not get it. Darling had the inside. Deck had the inside, though. He makes a move on Arana. Can Arana make a response going into Arnage? Not sure if he can, but now all of a sudden these two battling themselves. I just caught on to the 2 guys that yielded a battle. Hello, what just happened there? That's interesting. I thought they were too far away. So the gaggle of 4 split 2-2s there, and everybody caught their partners back together, and now they're going to switch partners by the looks of it. Deck is now going to be on the attack on Titus. Titus wants to keep that slipstream on Darling. Darling is trying to pull away, and Arana's just in the back. He's just in the corner at the moment, waiting for his dance partner.
This is the move that occurred behind us when we weren't looking. Marcus Deck making a pass on Christian Aranaha, and then sealing the deal. The geodesic car. Wait, hang on, what? That is the geodesic car. Car number 7 is a geodesic car.
Yeah, we've already said that.
Yeah, but wasn't he in like P2 or P3?
That's what I mean. He had an incident. He had to slow down or something, and lost his top 3. He is down a bit. I can't see any... Well, it's hard to see damage in the darkness, let's be brutally honest.
Just use your flashlight. You said you had one. I mean, our budget can only go by, 20 quid. Come on now.
Yeah, you only got me one of those Energizer torches. It's not like you got me like a high-duty torch that you use for underneath the car. So, swings and roundabouts.
Well, look, just shine it on your screen. It'll work. I promise.
Oh, hang on. Zuba, Woods, side by side. This time Zuba by him going into Porsche. But he does have Widerka in front of him in the LMP2 car. So he's going to be held up. Woods almost goes into the back there of Zuba, but not enough. So Zuba makes the move, but then gets held up. They're going to go around this LMP2. Both of them. I can't believe I've just seen that. I know it's doable, but that is crazy.
Oh, that's the kick.
Was that a slowdown from Zuba?
Zuba kicking the rear end out very far into the rumble strips, coming onto Corvette. Oh, does he have a slowdown?
He'd be serving it now if he did. He'd be serving it now if he did. Got away with it?
He got away with it. Now, I just want to actually have a look back at that in particular, because that was very interesting how that played out. This is the battle that they boosted out of. I think that's Arnage. They boosted out. Look how quickly Zuba closed in on Woods, and then you just see The LMP2 there, the innocent LMP2, not wanting to have any part of this. Having to slow and check up. Touch of the brakes there from Lewis Woods coming through Porsche curves. He doesn't want to hit the rear end of Peter Zuber, but Zuber making the move happen. And then just look at this. Look how his car kicks out as he hits the rumble strips. Just a little bit.
So, Jacobu has pitted. I think he's gone for the earliest time he could pit. There's 33 minutes left. Small gaggle of 3 now between Mills, Armstrong, and Levine. I don't think Salmon's close enough to them. In fact, he's actually there with Moriane behind them, going for an overtake, or trying to keep his P. He lost P7 on the start-finish straight. He's regained it coming down to Mulsanne 1. He's in a battle. Meanwhile, a battle at the back of them even again, with Littlemore and Blackwood as Littlemore takes the position. Ferradal retires as well, but Armstrong, Levine, Mills in a little battle themselves. I think Mills is just starting to pull away. Woods trying to catch on to Zuber. That last lap, by the way, Zuber 3:14.6, 3:15.7 for Woods. That gaggle of 3, by the way, in the LMP2s still there, and they're slowly elongating. They're slowly getting a bit further away. Apart from that, the GTE field, only really a couple battles going on at the moment. Nerdek and Steinbraten in a battle, but it looks like Lamoureux, Fileo, and Montoro in 6th, 7th, and 8th are in a. They're the biggest gaggle at the moment for the GTEs. Fileo, by the way, made up 10 spots. Okay, he didn't qualify, but he still made up 10 spots to start the race.
Martin Nejedlik chasing down car number 18, Steinbraten for second position. It is RSR Sim Sports versus the number 11. Sorry, I couldn't figure out the team in time for Martin Nejedlik. Sorry about that, but I mean, two of them are battling it out. The leader of the GTEs, by the way, Barneveld, he's just checked out. He's so far ahead of the rest of the pack right now. He's about 10 seconds.
45 free? Really?
Man's putting in laps. What can I say?
That's insane. In fact, I gotta be honest. Was he driving a Corvette?
He is driving a Corvette.
I don't want to say anything, but no.
Where'd the bop at?
I mean, Barneveld does have the world record in the Corvette around here. And we're getting crazy at a 3:45.3. He's got the world record, a 3:43.6, almost a second faster than the next time. I mean, nighttime at Le Mans is crazy. I mean, these times are just ridiculous. We're probably seeing the fastest Le Mans race we've ever seen in ILMS. The times are just madness. And well, this is night racing for you. This is night racing.
So I'm just looking now. I'm just doing some mental math. You know, we're not powered by AWS. None of that nonsense. We're powered by me and my brain for analytics. I'd imagine within the next 15 minutes, the LMP1s will pit, and within the next 5 or 10, the LMP2s will pit. Remember, they have a pipette of a fuel tank, these cars, so they'll be looking to see if they can fuel save as much as humanly possible. And also, you know, just look how much speed these cars can carry. I'm gonna have the stats of...
hang on 1 second. Hang on 1 second. Darling's gone wide at Mulsanne. He's losing P3 to Titus. He's going to lose P4 to Deck. Sorry. Just gone really wide here. He's going to go side by side with Deck. But Darling does have the slipstream with Titus. But Deck's on the inside. Can Darling get ahead here? He does. In fact, Darling looks like he wants to make the position back on Titus. What's going to happen here? He tries to go to the inside. He gets it back. Did he just go wide at the start of the Gulf Straight and then get the position back and almost... What? Hello?
Yes.
He should be doing that, and now Titus. Deck going on the inside of Arnage made the move on Titus. Sorry, we started that talking about Darling going to lose 2 spots. Titus has lost 2 spots, but he is side by side right now with Deck. Deck had the slower exit there of Arnage because he went on the inside. Does have that slipstream of Darling. Side by side though, Titus is on the inside of Porsche. Going side by side to the entry to Porsche. Getting pushed off there as Deck. Titus had to yield. I think Titus realised he went a bit too wide there, almost pushed Deck off onto the grass. Kept it in though, and a little bit there, moved to one side, keeps it going. So Titus, yes, did get up as high as P3 there, but lost it. And yeah, as you were saying, the pipette of the LMP2s has started as Newman and Pradhun is in the pits.
Just seeing the side-by-side action on the replay. Oh, he nearly pushed him off the track with how much he squeezed him coming through the first set of the S's and Porsche curves. But he yielded the position back to sorry, is that?
I know what you mean. I've just lost it the way I was just looking. We've had a position change in the GTEs. Martin Nedelik has taken P2 from Steinblatt, finally he threw in a 346 flat last lap. Steinblatt did get a 345.977. Sorry, I beg your pardon. Nedelik had an invalid lap, so that was still down to slipstream. LMP1s were about to come around the LMP2s. Decided not to, and in fact, Woods, Ryan, Mills, will Levine go in as well? Look, no, Levine's the only one who has not gone in out of the top 7 so far. Morian decides as well. He's going to stay out for another lap. Blackwood, another lap. So Salmon goes in as well. So that's 6 of the top 10, all pitting on lap 10. And the others will go at lap 11. Also, Titus, I think, was the only LMP2 not to pit there was Titus.
Yeah, every other.
Not sure how that's going to help him.
The consortium LMP2 is coming in within. They actually just came in 3 minutes. They only had one more lap of fuel? Question mark? I thought they would have had at least 2 laps of fuel when I gave my prediction. You know, my patented well, not patent pending.
Oh, I think Darling's just had a slowdown at Turk Rouge. I gotta check that. Did he go too wide? I think he might have. He was just all right. He looked like he was a little bit wide, but he's got Deck behind him. These 3 even, because Arana's come in, are inseparable. What will Deck do? Can he make the move on Darling coming into down to Mulsanne 1? Well, they're at the houses there coming down. Deck with the he can't make the move now. He lifted a bit too early. He could have made it, but Darling, that's wide by Darling. But Deck's also been compromised by going shallow. So Deck will just reload, reset, follow in. He's got to watch out not to make a mistake. Arana is right behind them. Christian is just waiting to pounce, but Deck swings out now to the outside, takes it down. It's just so easy in the Abruzzi Esports car there when there's slipstream. He takes that I want to say it's P3, provisionally P3, because Titus has still not pitted. Oh, very, very messy exit there, and that held up Arana as well as Deck. Got to keep an eye out behind. Zuba and the LMP1s are coming to lap the LMP2s. This is going to be quite interesting, I must be honest.
The big boys with the big hybrid toys coming to make ne'er-do-wells of the LMP2 feel the pain of being...
Spin! Darling spun! Arana just went a little bit too fast. I think there is an apology there. I don't think Arana realized there was a bit... It looked like Darling was slower around because he had Deck in front of him. Darling's now down to... Well, he's not. He's actually still got that originally P5, but he lost 5 seconds with that spin. Still going. Don't think there's any damage.
No, he did hit the wall. He did hit the wall.
He did hit the wall.
Oh!
Woonstra's as well. Owen Woonstra has also retired. Not sure. Oh, he had big damage. Big damage from Woonstra. What has happened to Owen? I will let you know when I see, but there is like nothing on that backside. Did he have an incident? I cannot see. Oh, did he have an incident earlier in the lap? Again, I cannot see. I'm trying to keep an eye out for you, but looks like he's had an accident going Turk Rouge. Before Turk Rouge. Yeah, come back to me on that. I have no idea what happened to him. You're coming to the chat and tell us. Tell me.
Fair enough. Oh no! Sam Blackwood spun again! No, he spun trying to go into the pits. Oh, Sam Blackwood.
Oh, he had to break. He locked up. He locked up. Morian was going so slow we're going slow into the pits. And I gotta say, Rob, the Twitch stream is rated mature. That's why it's rated mature. We almost witnessed a murder, ladies and gentlemen. Blackwood spins, but he spins avoiding a crash.
Just the slow-mo. Oh, look at that rear brakes just completely locking up. And that is some M-rated mature content right there.
Rated M for mature. Right, so what is Zuba doing, by the way? Ever since Zuba got by, I think someone was saying in the chat that Zuba should be 5 seconds ahead already. Yeah, he's 4 seconds. Is that good enough for everybody? 4 seconds?
Well, to be fair, that's all right.
Not the best in the world. Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. Woods is now... Well, he's got Will Lyon behind him just watching, but everybody's, like, pitted. Everything's a bit out of sorts at the moment. Yakubu's still somewhere. Levine was leading, but he's now quite down the field. Morian, we know, is in the pits. Actually, Morian's in the pits for a long time. Is there damage to Morian?
I think he's actually re-entered his box. Let me actually see, because it actually popped up that he entered the pits and then his box, and then he missed his box.
Oh.
Yeah, he backed out. He backed out of his box and had to re-enter.
Wow.
Drama.
That's drama. Drama. This is drama, as Murray Walker would say. There's no drama at the moment in the GTE field, by the way. The Manatee there at Bonneveld, just casually there now, 10 seconds ahead of Nedelik and Steinbraten, as these two battling again. The RSR Steinbraten taking back P2. Nedelik there in the Manatee, as it's got on the back of the car, just trying to catch up as well. Bonneveld pits. Who else pits? Nedelik, Steinbraten, Will Lemera. Lemera will pit. Oh, sorry. What about Pipers and Montero? We know the top 4 are all in the pits, it looks like. So we'll wait and see if anybody else does. They might do as well, because they're all in the same fuel. Yeah, they've heard the leaders pitting. Everybody in. Come on, everybody in.
The leader's pitting now. The leader's pitting now.
Oh, no, it's what's happened to Sam Blackwood? What's happened to Sam Blackwood? Sam Blackwood has had a crash. The car's just gone... What?
Let's have a look.
Sam?
He's on his own on the straight. So, what am I looking for?
Watch.
Talk to me, Chief.
No! He doesn't turn. He doesn't turn.
He doesn't brake either.
In fact, he just goes. He doesn't brake. Hello?
What?
I think he's had a... Oh, he hit onto the first Mulsanne chicane. He went too hot and hit the wall in the exit. I reckon he had brake failure before. I reckon he's got hardware failure.
Oh, that definitely is M-rated content right now. You can barely see anything.
Yeah, that has to be hardware failure. Definite hardware failure there. And now Darling's had an incident. He's got damage to the back. I cannot see, but he definitely has damage to the back. Cannot see what's happened there. The right side is bent. And that's kind of hard for an LMP2. I have no idea what's happened to Paul Darling. He has damage.
Let's have a look. It's in and around the same time as the incident, I would reckon. All things considered, coming through. Paul Darling. I don't see any issues on his car. What happened?
Well, the rear right is damaged. And look at the replay provided by trackcams22.com. I think it might have been an issue here with the lap traffic. Wait and see, but he definitely is in the pits now.
Just seeing your replay?
Yeah, he got hit by Alex.
Oh, no. He's coming up. And... Oh.
Did he force him into the wall? He did.
Let's have a look. I thought that was netcode personally when I saw it on the side, but we'll look again. That's Alex Salmon. Oh, Alex, you shouldn't be passing there. Wait. There was a bit of netcode, but still, Alex, don't be passing there.
Oh no, James Armstrong has lost the internet as well. We have lost 2 cars in the LMP1 field in the space of a minute and a half. Lewis Wood still trying to catch on to Zuba. The gap's too big. Gap is too big. And we lost that battle because of at the Darling's crash. We've lost that battle in the LMP2 field. We're like Josh Mills. He's doing okay at the moment in P4, trying to hold on to Levine. Just a little bit of a battle there. They're all spread out in the moment in the LMP1 field. LMP2 field also a little bit spread. Just trying to wait.
We've got some action. GTEs though. We've got 10th. Battle for 10th between Fialo and Scharf. And Steinbraten trying to retake 3rd position away from Nejedlik.
This is scary, isn't it? This
well,
is scary.
Look
at the lap cars. Look at the lap cars trying to go by. You just see flashes of headlights behind you. You know there's a lap car coming while you're still trying to battle. And it's not just an LMP1 coming behind you, it's an LMP2 at the same time. But Fleo and Staff in a little bit of a battle here. Just getting a bit split up there with lap traffic. Salmon getting by them. They were almost catching on to Duarte, by the way. So it'll be interesting to see. But again, go on.
No, sorry. I was about to say, just to further on your comment of the scariness, I was just seeing just the edge of somebody flashing Fialo coming through Indianapolis onto Arnage, and it makes me reminisce over the times when I was doing that, and that's scary on the opposite end, on the receiving end of those flashing lights.
Yeah, it's not nice. And it's not nice when you get nose damage in an LMP1 car and got to drive half the track in darkness because you got no headlights. Believe me, I've done it. I don't want it again. Levine catching on to Josh Mills. And if you think Levine looks like the Iron Brew car, well, that's because they're teammates. But there's no Iron Brew on the side. Well, I think they're teammates. But it's kind of a near identical livery with the coloured lines on the side. I'm sure Will correct me, but I looked at it when I was looking back thinking, that's not John, that's not Will.
It's got Project...
Matthew stole his... Oh, no.
It's got a Project Cars 2 icon on it.
Why?
I think what Will has done is he's done the right thing and given it to Iron Brew. But we'll pass on any further comment on that. What I do want to say though is, just as we're getting into the last 15 minutes of this race, if you like what you've seen so far, consider giving us a subscription. We're attempting to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the weekend. So if you do like our content, please subscribe. Let your friends know and let everyone know around you that you're repping Raidillon TV by subscribing and giving a like on our videos and checking out our social medias at Twitter, Raidillon TV, on Instagram, Raidillon TV, and on Facebook as well.
So, James has come in. It wasn't an internet drop. His PC crashed. The cold temperatures of Le Mans was not enough to keep James's PC from staying alive, unfortunately. That's a shame for James. Yeah, we've all been there. Well, we've lost connection. I've never had a PC crash, but I think a lot of people have, so that's a shame to see. Sorry to hear that, by the way. Sam Blackwood still in the pit. Anybody else we're looking at the moment? No. It's all pretty spread out now, to be fair, at in the field. But Will Lyon looks like he might be trying to catch on to Lewis Woods. I only say might be. Gap's 2.4 seconds. But he wasn't fast last time. But he's made up a second so far on Woods. Can he? Will he? Find out next time in the next episode of Raidillon TV.
It's like there's an animated series or something. It's like Tuned. You know McLaren Tuned? When they did that little thing?
Oh, do I? Definitely. Right, well, Sven Haas, by the way. Do you know how Sven Haas had that crash at the start of the race?
Yeah, go ahead.
Still going. But I hate to be the bearer of bad...
I hate to be the bearer of bad... news?
Sorry, I for some reason I had a big internet drop. That the lead is due to lose 126 iRating.
Oh no! 100. Yep. Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no! That is Ole Steinbraten getting out of shape through the second half of Porsche curves. Oh, good place to having to wheel it. And he's just trying to keep it straight on. He's lost the rear end of Martin Neidlich. And that is going to be demoralizing for him. Alex Salmon in 6th position.
Sorry, that twitch. It comes out of the forward chicane as well. That was a bit scary, I've got to be honest. I was wondering what on earth was happening there, but yeah, that was a bit of a...
Bono, my tyres are gone!
Right, anyway, I'm sorry, I was just looking at Twitch. I think Sam is there at the moment, but keep looking. What's happened to Arana? Arana's got damage! Arana's got big damage! That's worse than what happened to Darling! What's happened here? Coming around the Corvette, karting it's blinked for me, and then Netcode is still on before he gets the Corvette. Wow, and that's a lot of damage. That's worse than Darling.
Just a look at the cockpit view. This is iCamera, patented Raidillon TV technology. Oh! Well, it's patented Raidillon TV technology for a reason, because it's like the worst camera to see. Raidillon TV, the only clone you ever need. Oh! That was the Corvette. Which Corvette was that? Not the corner now, but the car, because it just ran right into the back of him.
I have no idea. But I need to check something. I just ignore me. No. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Sorry, I thought we had a streamer in the race, but no, I'm wrong.
Nope. All we have is the big boy Zuba, 3.5 seconds ahead of Lewis Woods. No, we do have a streamer in the race. It's called Josh Mills.
Oh, we do, yeah. Yeah, we do have Josh Mills in the race. How could I forget Josh Mills?
By that sarcasm, I think you were trying to say, do we have any big boys in...
Well, we've got a big battle between Salmon and Levine at the moment with 11 minutes to go. Salmon is catching up. He's made up 5 spots. Levine, though, granted he didn't qualify, has made up 8 spots. Good little drive here from Levine. Just holding on to Salmon. Gap is 0.4 of a second as they come through Porsche into Corvette. And then cutting S's. Doing well. But a slow last lap of 3:15.5 compared to Salmon's 3:14.6. So not having the best of times at the moment, and Salmon is punishing him for it. Gap is now down to 0.3 of a second. He's taken more time out of Levine's gap and doing the best he can, and Salmon's just on him. In fact, is he going to try and make a move into Dunlop?
Oh, he is.
Swings to the inside. Swings to the inside. Holds it in. That might be a slowdown if he's taking too much of that inside curve. Goes to the outside. He's going to make this stick, you know. He's going to make it stick, but has he gone in too hot? Because Levine's got the better exit. Coming down now, down the hill. And Levine still has that position. Into the Essence of Terre Rouge they go. And it's still Levine. Salmon will have to reset, reload from the Mulsanne straight.
He had made the move work very well, but that inside line at Dunlop really does punish you if you try and make an overtake there without having a really nice line. And that's particularly hard to do in these cars because you're just wanting to get boosting. This is where you should have made the overtake, probably coming into into Mulsanne 1, or otherwise known as PlayStation Curve. To people who call it PlayStation, it's not PlayStation, it's Mulsanne. It's the right way to say it. It's the right way to say it. 9 minutes, just over 9 minutes remain on the clock, so there will be 3 more laps as Alex Salmon's looking on the outside of Matthew Levine. Doesn't make it stick. He is hounding the rear end of that Audi. Well, the Audi's not rear-ending. He is hounding the rear end of that Audi, looking to see if he can make a move at any which way possible. He's not doing it. He's not doing it now. He's actually lost a good bit of time. It's half a second going into the Mulsanne chicane coming onto Gulf.
Oh, watch Gulf. Yeah, watch Gulf, though, because he might have just conserved. I know some of these guys from OCM, they do a different boost strategy. And look at it. He saved his boost and using it for Gulf. He's used a lot more boost down here on Gulf, and he's already on Levine. He might be able to get down side by side if he's got a little bit more boost. He doesn't, but it throws Levine question. Levine has to start wandering here, and Levine goes to the inside. Salmon really aggressive to the outside there. He's not going to make it stick. He loses time there because he's compromised, but these OCMs, they have a different boost strategy. I really shouldn't be saying that because I was told it last year, but they do have something different up their sleeves, and it just shows the strength there. And what does Salmon have in the tank for the Busan Straight? Not a lot, and I think he probably... I think he should have waited. If he just stayed behind Levine there and went into Indianapolis Arch, might have been able to make a move going down the Busan Straight. But as it is, all that time he just made up, he's lost.
Battle between Ricardo Duarte and Filho. Car number 35 is the car number 31 for 9th position overall. Or not overall, sorry. Overall in GTE class. It is quite literally C8R, 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 C8R.
Rob, you okay there? You sound like you're broken. Like I said, there were 2 non-Corvettes in this race. One of them never took the start. The other one currently is nowhere to be found because they have been crashed, unfortunately. Raidillon has retired after accident earlier on due to a collision with, I think it was the Akabu, and then caught Pixie as well. So that is the situation. Will Lyons, sorry, just gone wide. I don't think he did. Don't think Lewis Woods went. Well, actually, I think he has. I think Woods might have just gone had a slowdown because he's lost 4/10 of a second to Lyon. With 6:19 left in the race, there is going to be 2 more laps. I think Lyon is catching Woods. You know, I do think so.
Well, their last laps were in and around the same, so it would have had to have happened on this current lap that they are on. And the gap has now started to close down. It is 2 seconds, so Lyon essentially has to get right up there and get right up to the tail lights of Lewis Woods for anything to happen. But, you know.
Oh, and hang on, Levine and Salmon, they're going side by side again. And Levine with the inside into Mulsanne 2. He's that P5. As I always say, P5 is a stat recorded. Top 5 is a stat recorded on iRacing, and they might not want it, but it's still nice just for the statistician. So again, we see Salmon, different strategy coming out of Mulsanne 2 compared to Levine. The gap is half a second. Let's just see what the OCM car here decides to do as they come out of Mulsanne down to the Gulf Straight. Like I said, gap half a second. If Salmon's got more boost, we might see an overtake here. We'll wait and see. I don't think he's got it this time. Levine is faster, well, faster than he was last lap, and it is showing. Salmon is catching, but it's not enough to do anything. And this is what I was saying last lap. If Salmon did what he's doing now, he might have a chance at the Busan Straight into Porsche to make this overtake for the top 5.
Just flashing the class leaders on your screens as we get into less than 5 minutes left in the race. Looking to see if Alex Salmon can overtake Matthew Levine for the final place in the top 5, and that boost.
Is he going to? Oh, he sold the dummy. Sold the dummy. Can he do it on the outside? No. No. Yes. Yes. On the outside of Porsche, he makes it. Levine yields. That's a great move. That's a move there for Salmon for top 5. That is very good and great consistency and good respect for Levine there to give him the room. Salmon just making it in there as well, coming out the Corvette curves, chicanes. Does he hold it? No slowdown? No. Brilliant. So, 2 laps to go when they cross the line. Zubra now is only 3 seconds ahead. Only 3.5 seconds. Lyon not catching Woods at the moment. Catching him in the technical stuff, nowhere else. So, doing the best he can. I gotta be honest, they've not seen the traffic today. Like, they have lapped everybody, right? They've lapped the GTEs twice, but only twice. Really fast race.
They'd be fast, though. As we see.
They are fast,
and
yeah.
Indeed, they are. I mean, to be fair, with the changes in the tires, I think the GTEs have gained like a few more seconds over what the LMP1s gained and the LMP2s gained. So, for them, it'd be actually pretty good in terms of, you know, not getting lapped as much. They still will get lapped, of course, but they won't have to deal with it as much. So the traffic incident rate, you know, as in like how many times will you meet traffic, won't be as much, I don't think. Given the current.
Sorry, what's happened to Titus because he lost P3 to Marcus Deck? He must have had a slowdown last lap. Look at that, 3:31.9. Definitely something happened there to Titus last lap. He has lost P3 and he's almost losing the slipstream to Deck. Deck up to 3rd. Titus now down to 4th, but he made up 4 spots so far in the race. Remember, he was one of the last qualifiers. So, not sure what happened there. We'll keep an eye on that. I don't think he's got any aero damage because he is keeping up right now. We'll wait and see. By the way, these LMP2s go faster down at the straights than the LMP1s, and Marcus Deck might just get a slowdown there. Did he? Oof. The back wheels were off. He kept one wheel in the safe line. We'll wait and see. But like I said, these LMP2s, they reached a higher top speed without any hybrid. So they're at 325 right now. The LMP on 330 now. So they're getting to the speeds of those LMP1s without the need of hybrid. Just to say so, really tough to lap an LMP2 around here if you're in an Audi.
And also if you know, the LMP1s can do 340 if you really give them the beans in terms of setup, and you basically make sure that the floor understands that it needs to do rake and nothing else.
Yeah, you've got to set these LMP2s up just right because the back will slide out. We saw that with Deck coming around Turk Rouge, where you know you want to make sure all 4 wheels are not over the curb line. He kept one wheel inside just because of how the back kicked out. But using that speed to its advantage, I think Titus might have some damage, you know, because he's 10 kilometers, almost 10 kilometers slower than Deck. Yeah, I think he's got some damage because he's not hitting top speed. Not sure what's happened there, but I'll tell you what is happening. Peter Zuber has taken the white flag with a 3:13.7. It's not the fastest lap, and I'm not sure who had the fastest lap. Zuber did a 13:068 earlier. I think that might be the fastest overall so far as he keeps on pushing. The gap now is 4.3 seconds. Lion is catching Woods. All he needs is just Woods to have a slip up, a slowdown, and that's it. I don't think it's going to happen. We haven't talked a lot about the LMP2s. Apart from Deck and Titus, everything is so spread out at the moment that there's not much to say. And there is a battle in the GTEs. The P2 again is Nedelik and Steinbraten. They're inseparable. They're inseparable.
Inseparable, like a loving couple. But this couple both want second place, so they're gonna have to get to tussling and try and figure out who's got rightful ownership of second place and who's got weekend access. But why did I have to say that joke?
I don't know. By the way, Alex Salmon did a 3:12.525 early in the race, so that is the fastest lap. But in P5, making up 6 spots after, as you were saying, not the qualifying he expected to have. So a good recovery drive from Salmon, especially getting P5 on that overtake from Levine. How is that battle, by the way, with Steinbraten and Nedelik? They've got another lap to go, by the way, and they're about to take. You know, they're at Porsche, and all these GTEs, they've got another lap to take. So, as Zuber will be crossing the line, we'll just be watching. Here we go. Yeah, Zuber's now on the GTE traffic. He's overtaken P12 Kallenbach. He might catch up to that's Constantine Stark and Duarte. who are in a battle themselves for 10th and 11th. We'll catch up to them, but most of the lead GTEs will have to see another lap. But the LMP2s are definitely on the white flag.
Peter Zuba having not started on pole position, as boys at IPR would like to slag him for. Slag being a term. Oh no, I just heard somebody having an accident. Oh dear.
Oh no. Oh no.
I will refrain from trying to look at it. It's one of the well, I was gonna say it's one of the Corvettes, but the Corvettes are the only things that are running, so
yeah, I don't know how you get one of the Corvettes and then not know which Corvette it is, because that's like narrow it down for me. But Peter Zuba is coming around the four chicanes. He didn't start on pole. He recovers to take the lead. Peter Zuba wins for Impulse Racing at Le Mans in the ILMS series. Lewis Woods comes over the line in P2. Will Lyon just needed another lap or two. He takes P3, and a few GTs have finished, but not all of them. The next really class we'll be looking at is Mateo Pradhun, which we haven't talked about all race. That's how dominant he's been. A lead of 22 seconds. He just did his fastest lap, by the way, a 3:27.950.
I've been talking about. Sorry, I was just going to say, talking about dominance. You know, himself and Ryan Barneveld, just two of them were just like, I'm going to check out.
Oh, hello. Because the fastest lap for the LMP1s was set on that last lap. And it was a Porsche! Ryan Littlemore did a 3:12.223 in a Porsche!
I dislike this entirely.
I mean, everybody's a bit shocked right now.
No, I'm not. I am disgusted. Goddamn Porsches, leave my Audi alone.
Balance. Remember?
Other hybrid cars are available.
But we need to clone this man. Mateo Pradhun comes home and will take victory in the LMP2s. And he throws down a 3:27.622. Wow. You know what? I know it's still a 22 Celsius track. We must check what the record is for a Dallara around here, because I would not be surprised. It's a 3:23. So, in fact, that time from Pradhun, he's got the second fastest lap. That 3:27 he just set would be best, just for stat purposes. Would be best for top 20 in terms of race times overall in iRacing in that car.
Ole Steinbraten, by the way, taking second place as the final lap of the GTEs is coming closer and closer to an end. Martin, I forgot what I pronounced it before, and it
Nedelik. They're battling. They are battling. Is he going to make the move? Oof. No, he doesn't. But that is close.
You can try and
make in dirty air right now.
You can try making it at the Porsche car, or not at the Porsche cars, at the Ford chicanes, but that would be exceptionally difficult.
Can he make it? I don't think he's got the time. He's going to get a great exit here out of Corvette. You know what? He's got a great exit out of Corvette. Hold on to your horses. We've got Bonneville crossing the line. He will take the win. Steinbraten has to go to the outside. Nedek cannot make that send. He is pushing that car so much that he's losing the back of it. He's just missed out there. Steinbraten will take P2. Neradek's in a bit of a sprint here for the lead. Lamella, did he get it? Hang on 1 second. No. 0.2 of a second. Neradek had a slowdown, and Lamella just lost that race at the end for P3.
As the rest of the cars come in, that is the final class. Let's go over the race results.
Shall we indeed? Because, as we were saying, Peter Zuba takes the victory. Almost 4 seconds ahead of Lewis Woods, followed by Will Lyon, and then Josh Mills in 4th. Alex Salmon will take 5th. Matthew Levine 6th. Then Ryan Littlemore with the fastest lap of the race takes 7 in a Porsche. Ismail Yakubu had damage early on. He takes 8th. Sivan Morian takes 9th. Daniel Crossley will take 10th. Into the LMP2s we go. Mateo Pradhun will take the victory, followed by Newman in 2nd. Marcus Deck takes 3rd after a great little back and forth there with Titus. Titus made up 4 spots overall, though. He takes P4. Arana takes 5. McGrath takes 6th. Widerka takes 7th. And Haas, after an incident at the start, takes 8th. And he was a lap down overall for all those drivers. Then to the GTEs, Barnavel 2. He was just dominant all race. In fact, he did it on his last lap, a 3:49.089. Steinbraten holds on for P2 from Nedelik. Almost lost P3 to Lamella at the end, who takes 4th. Pipers is still there. He's 5th. Montoro will take 6th. Lamaro will take 7th. Saturino 8th. Ferreo will take 9th. Duarte will take 10th. Staff will take 11th. Callenbach will take 12th. Just dip into the LMP2s. Paul Darling had a bit of an accident with Alex earlier on. He finishes 5 laps down overall. Then a few LMP1s, Sam Blackwood, James Armstrong, and Wunstra. Then they're 7th, 8th, and 10 laps respectively behind. Piexi, Ferraro, 13 laps. Ferradal, 13 laps down, both in GTEs, and Poulet, 16 laps down. Sensones, 18 laps down, as well as Airy. And then Classens never took the start, and we would have liked that because it was basically a Corvette with 1 Porsche in the GTEs.
I think that was the first time that, just in that race in particular, that we actually got to see night driving. What did you think?
I mean, we've done endurance racing. We've seen the night before, but this is the first time we've done a sprint race in the dark at Le Mans. And I think it's fantastic. It's hard to see. If you're in the broadcast, we do our best, and shout out to Rob with those cameras. But it's fantastic to watch because it is as they say in England, it's a different kettle of fish. And it was just amazing just to see how they darted around. So great going around here at nighttime, by the way. And I am trying to stall a little bit because I'm just trying to look around for a driver of the day because, a lot of good results here. Nedelik made up 2 spots. Lamella made up... No, Nedelik didn't make any spots. Lamella made up 6 spots. Lamella made up 4. Fileo made up 7. Saturino made up 6. They didn't qualify, though. And you got Littlemore made up 7 spots in that Porsche. Levine may have lost top 5. He made 7 spots. Salmon made up 6 spots. Mills made up 3. 2 spots to Will Lyon. It's hard to give a driver of the day. I've got to be honest.
Well, how about
Anthony Titus?
Yeah,
Anthony Titus. I've got to be honest. To make up 4 spots in that field against some good drivers as well, you've got to give it to him as well. He had a chance at P3 at one stage, though. I think driver of the day. Let's give it to an LMP2 and let's give it to Titus.
Yeah, I was going to think the exact same thing because he was doing well. He did have that mistake which cost him a few positions, but he did keep his back in it. But it is the end. Unfortunately, all good things must come to an end. Of course, I've got the shilling part this time because I need to learn.
He's got to learn.
I've got to learn somehow. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you do enjoy our content, please give us a subscribe, like the video if you liked it, share it with your friends. We're trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of this weekend, so we hope that we can make it. If you want to view our stuff on social media, Facebook, Raidillon TV, Twitter @Raidillon TV, and Instagram. We also have a Twitch. Go follow us there and be alerted every time we go on stream by joining our Discord. Got a few pennies. Please, we would like to see our production get better, and any donations help cover the cost of improving that. And finally, if you have an inkling for Discord, it's in the description of both YouTube and Twitter. Twitch. I failed at the last hurdle.
So close and so far. That's a shame.
Anything else, Craig?
Yes, I would actually like to say quickly, congratulations to Timmy Hill. The NASCAR driver is expecting a baby boy, and I've announced it. I'm pretty sure Timmy Hill also started does do iRacing. So congratulations to NASCAR driver Timmy Hill on a baby boy. I can't really think of anything else unless you're expecting or anything. But
I'm neither married.
I will say
I'm neither married or in a relationship. So
I will say though to everybody going for the ELMS tomorrow, the 6 hours of Le Mans. Good luck, and well, not good luck. Go well. I don't like saying good luck. It's go well nowadays. We wish you all the best, though. I mean, the only thing you haven't said, Rob, is this is Raidillon TV. The only corner you need. Good night, everybody.
I leave that to you. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Of course, this has been Raidillon TV. Find us if you want to require our broadcasting services or acquire our broadcasting services. Raidillon.tv, the only corner you'll ever need.